So now, I'm going to use, which is sort of cool, Nanlite makes an RC1 that I can now bring up the light. Come on. Please come forward, Erin. So I can change the percent. So you guys can see, I can bring up the exposure on the light above her head, which I think is pretty cool. So I don't have to like reach up. That's cool, right? Joshua thinks it's cool. Now I'm going to, I don't like using butterfly lighting with people with glasses because it shows the reflection. But Erin doesn't wear glasses. Lucky. She has contacts in, you know that? So one of the things I learned watching YouTube videos is that you don't want the light facing up at the subject. You want it to be feathered from the bottom. So I'm going to attempt to do that without trashing the place up. And you don't want, you want the power just to fill in the shadows in the bottom. Did you get, if you're on that camera?
Yes.
Jay, ask them if they can see the difference in the lighting.
Sorry?
Ask them if they can see the difference in the lighting. Look straight. Actually, look at that camera right there. See, this is ghoulish, and this is just filling in the shadows in the bottom. Can you guys see it? If you guys see it, Jay, no. Okay, so.
Let us know.
Alright, so I'm going to bring up the power a little bit on the overhead light, which is the top clam. If you're in Rhode Island, what's it called? What's it called?
Quahog.
Yep. So I brought up that. Now, I don't do clamshell lighting with bald gentlemen, but if you have red hair, dark hair, it looks gorgeous. Not to say that I have no hair in my hat, but it's kind of super. So we'll do this. I'm bring the light a little bit. Rotate this completely out.
Walter, are you also capturing raw?
I always capture all.
Okay, and so on the tether, is there any substantial delay via capturing the raw file, or is it?
It's about 4 or 5 seconds.
4 or 5 seconds. So the JPEG comes through immediately,
Pretty close.
but the raw file is maybe 4 seconds.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Ooh, that looks really cool. Thank you, Erin. Are you able to pull your turtleneck back a little bit?
Like that.
So it doesn't have, I wish that was a little, that looks good. Thank you, Erin. That looks nice. Jay, does everybody can hear me, right?
I can hear you, but it is a little echoey.
I apologize. I think having the live stream is really good. We'll just tweak out the audio next time.
Absolutely.
But if people can hear me, they can hear me? I know I have a weird accent. I apologize. My buddy Jeff Cook can translate for me. Here, right here. Chin down with it. Nice. Dark. That's a really cool look. How's it look on the monitor? Chin down a little bit. Nice. Chin down a little bit. Breathe him out. Let's walk over to my laptop and review on the Smart Shooter 4. How does it look over there, Raymond? Melvin? Does it look good? Not overexposed? Thank you, Melvin. Melvin doesn't talk very often. So about that. Looks a little bright to me on that on the monitor on my computer. That is really cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the backdrop a little closer. Oh. I'm going to cheat and use my Compac 100s to line up the backdrop a little bit. Bring the backdrop forward, because I don't want her to look like she's in a black background with no definition. I can do it the other way where I can just bring the background closer so the lights in front can capture it, but I'm going to see what it looks like. Since I have the lights, that's a little bright. So let me bring it down a little bit. Just to show off this nice black light top of the backdrop. It's a lot so backdrop. When Erin changes her outfit, I'm going to change out the backdrop. But this backdrop looks really nice with her red hair. That looks nice. Am I getting any positive feedback on this one? I hope so. And this is really nice. I'm going to turn down the hair light a little bit. Well, not the hair light, but I saw it a little bit blown out.
Walter, we have a question about Smart Shooter 4. If it requires Case Air or Air Direct to function, so is that software dedicated to those devices?
So if you guys can see my monitor, first thing I have to do is go to Air Direct Utility, where I connect to Air Direct. You guys see it? Can you see it? So I connect to Air Direct. That little number to the right-hand side is the Air Direct unit. It's blue and green, which means I have a full battery. The blue is has a good signal. What's really cool is I can bridge it and be on the Wi-Fi. I can be on the Wi-Fi too, so I'm bridging to the Hunt's photo guest. So I have a Wi-Fi, and I'm also on Air Direct. And then the software, I'm able to review the images, and what I set it up as, I set it up so I have the file names, so I can keep track. I have my camera set to 7R4, and this is the file name. So if I have Erin come over here and say, I love that photo, we'll write it down, and I can now go to the raw files. Typically what I would do, if I was capturing Erin's headshot, we would do a series of photos, and then before Erin would leave on her headshot, we would review the images, she would make her selections, and that would be the ones that I work on when I get on my computer. What's cool, if I do corporate headshots, I can do the headshots on location, and I can do all the selections before I leave, and then I can be done and then have all the files before I leave. Is that pretty cool? Is that cool, Jay?
Very cool.
So once again, I am using my TetherTools Air Direct, capturing JPEG smalls over to the laptop. Thank you for reminding me to talk about my favorite wireless transmitter. Face this a little bit, to your shoulders. Right this way. Can you just pull that up a little bit? Can you get half of that? Chin down. Alright, I'm going to change the light up. I'm going to keep, let me back up. No need to use it. I'm going to use this as my hair light. This is the Compact 200. I have it on remote control. I'm going to have this light. I may not have this light. I'm going to lose this light. I have it on a sandbag, so it doesn't move at all. I'm using all Kupo back sandbags and light stands. I'm going to now do a 3-light setup. In the Compact 100s as rear kicker lights, I'm going to have them on They have little notches in the back, so you can increase the exposure. So they have little notches. Now the 200s, they have an LED in the back. I can see the power, but this is good enough for me because it's just to know that 1, 2, like I'm on number 4. For me, it doesn't really matter what the number says, it's just how it looks. Oh, but I'm gonna go number 4 on this side. I'm going to be on number 50 on the Compact 200. I have good balance. I'm going to be on 50 on Compact 200B. Now the B, if you guys go to camera, that one, 3, the moving one. This one I can change. Can you see it? On this one, this is the Compact 200B. Bicolor, right?
The B represents bicolor, these lights, yes.
So I can change the color on this. So I just wanted to have this one on the side. I'm going to keep it at 5600, so it's the same. But if I wanted to, I can use this as my hair light. And if I want to add some warmth to the top, I think that would be a nice little contrast. But right now I keep it on 55, so it should look about the same. Okay, I think that's sort of cool. Right now, my portrait is 95% light setup, 5% capture. I don't do any chimping. What I see is what I get. I am working my way around a complex of lights without hurting Erin at all. There we go. That looks pretty nice. You want to take this? You can move deep, take it out. I like to have everybody have a confident, powerful portrait. So I don't go for like soft and pretty, and I like everybody to have the same, but just confident and powerful, which Erin has that, because she's a ginger. And gingers are always that way. You can turn your shoulders like this a little bit. Bring your right foot down this way. Yep. You can turn it like this. You know? Feels more comfortable. I really want to show up the bottom of her hair. I'm capturing raw. I can see that the camera right's a little hot. I'm going to bring that down. I just want that to be a fill light. That's pretty nice. Since I own it, I might just take in this one. Add a little bit on here.
We have a question on the Air Direct utility you use. Is this a beta or are you using a release version?
Release.
Okay.
If I was using the beta, there's a beta version that you can use with Capture One. But for the purpose of this workshop, I want to make sure I can get it. Can you take a half step back? Okay. Thank you. I'm hoping that everybody can see the catch lights. Nice. And this way a little. So right now, I am now 10 feet away from the portrait session. Can you still see me, Erin? Mm-hmm. Okay. Breathe in out. Face it forward. Nice. Nice smile. Come on down. Take this over. Josh. I'm going to do long distance portraits in that a little bit. Breathe in out. I'm just trying to be funny. I'm using my Sony remote. So once I have it all set up, I don't really have to, honestly, I've been doing this since 1997. I met Raymond a long time ago. We aged together gracefully. Thank you, Raymond. So I have never had it this easy before. Eye track focusing, Air Direct going to my laptop. Erin's over there relaxing, comfortable, not being blasted by flash, right? You relax. Pupils are small, so I can see the color of her eye. I have these continuous lights that I'm not even on full power. I'm at ISO 160. I'm shooting at 1/200th of a second at f5. I don't know if it can get any easier, to be honest with you.